Hey, what's going on, guys? So we finally have another episode of my Versus series where we pit two players that you guys pick. Well, for the most part anyway. I think I kind of jumbled two players together here myself, and I apologize for that. But today, this Versus series is between Nameless and Crimsix. Now, I know a lot of people will probably be like, well, it's a no-brainer, right? But I don't really see it that way. And some of the gameplay you're watching is, this was when Nameless won MLG packs against Complexity. And then we also had the recent Complexity winning COD Champs video. Just some little footage there, just kind of intro videos. But let's jump right into it. I'm going to start with Nameless. And like I said, from what I have read and some of the things I have, looked at when I try to do these things, because I try to get a little bit of information on the players, his biggest moment was that PAX Prime win, and which is crazy when you consider that he's been playing since like COD 2. He's been playing Call of Duty for a long time. He's been playing GB since like Call of Duty 4 and just from so on and so forth. But I mean, he really broke out in Black Ops 2 just like all the other big players, and he's just, I don't know. For me, he's up there. He's probably top 3 as far as Ghost goes, at least with this season of, I guess you call it season of Call of Duty, whatever you want to call it, iteration. But let's see some of the things about him. Incredible gun skill. I say that every video, pretty much about every player. He's got really good in-game leadership. He communicates extremely well, and he's very, I hate the word, but he's very versatile. I think when he started in Black Ops, he was running an AR. I think he was running an AR and he was an anchor, and he showed that he can pretty much do anything. I mean, now with Call of Duty Ghosts, a lot of the players have transitioned to just using subs, or using ARs when it's viable. I mean, a few of the maps you pretty much just want to use 4 submachine guns, like Strike Zone, for instance. I mean, a lot of the time you don't need an AR on that map, but Nameless is just incredible. He's a pretty loyal guy. I mean, it's funny though, because I've noticed that from what I had read, one of his first team, or from what I read, like I said, from what I had read, his first team was Optic Gaming. I don't know how true that is. I think he's been with like 6 teams. I think he's been with Fear at one point. He was with Unite for a while. Obviously, he's with Envy now, but yeah, if anyone can verify that, that would be great. I don't know how true that is. I probably sound like an idiot not knowing that, but whatever. I don't really mind not knowing something, because I like learning stuff from you guys too. But I mean, there's really nothing negative I can say about him. So next, we're switching over to Mr. Crimsix. You guys all know who Crimsix is. Crimsix. Whoa, that was dirty. Crimsix, and he's the Crimbot. Doesn't miss. Impeccable aim. Amazing player. Came from, I mean, he's been playing since 2008, and he's won titles in Call of Duty and Halo. I mean, he's been back and forth. He placed 4th at MLG Columbus during the Halo Reach tournament, and then he continued on, a little bit into that circuit with Halo, but eventually when it was dropped, he switched over to Black Ops 2, and his skill was just almost unmatched, like immediately, and he found his team. He eventually found Complexity, and they just dominated. They just absolutely demolished Black Ops 2. And I mean, Crimsix, when they had released Clayster from Complexity, he had to kind of be one of those people to start being more vocal and really, call outs, try to be a little bit of a hype man, because obviously they had lost that, but every player has pretty much stepped up to that role. I mean, TP's incredibly vocal, and we all know Aches is. Karma talks a lot more now. And he, like I said, Crimsix, I mean, yeah, he's a robot and he shows no emotions, but he does. He communicates well, and I mean, it shows. I mean, that team alone, just their communication is impeccable. But what can we say about Crimsix that isn't really common knowledge? I mean, he's amazing. Like, he's a really good player. He's a loyal teammate. He's got that gun skill just like every other player. Well, most of the players out there. I mean, he could run around with just a sniper quickscoping and probably still do really well. I mean, he's that good. But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's hard to put two players like Crimsix and Nameless against each other because they're such incredible players. And honestly, I don't know if I would be able to pick. I mean, Crimsix, you can say, well, they've won numerous tournaments with he's won numerous tournaments with complexity. Now, I get that, but would he have won all these tournaments if he was with another team? Would he be able to take a team on his shoulders and lead them to victory after victory after victory? Because that's not how that team is. It's not one player. But at the same time, you have Nameless, who pretty much would give the shirt off his back for his teammates, does whatever he can in game. I mean, his recent Call of Duty Champs performance was amazing. Like, I think it was common knowledge that he was pretty much the MVP of that tournament. He performed exceptionally well. And he pretty much always shows up. I mean, yeah, online he has some issues, but what player doesn't? I mean, at the end of the day, at least for me, the LANs really prove who the strong players are and who the consistent players are. And honestly, this is the one time that I don't really know. I mean, it would come down pretty much to a coin flip for me because I would take either of these players on a team. If I could have them both on a team, that would be amazing. I mean, because they both can do everything. So you guys let me know, because I honestly cannot choose. This is the first time I haven't been able to choose a player. My voice is giving out a little bit. I don't know why, but yeah, I can't choose. I would take either or, but anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, let me know which player you would pick for your team and what two players you would like to see go against each other next. So yeah, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.